And whoso partake of the fruit. Oh, hello. I didn't hear you come in. Give me just a moment, and I'll retrieve your scroll from the archive. From the archive, this is scroll number 205. Why do the same cards keep following me? Every reader eventually encounters this unsettling pattern. You shuffle thoroughly, draw with care, and there it is again. That same card. You change decks. It returns. You read for someone else entirely, and somehow it appears again. It begins to feel alive, as though it is stalking you, and in a way, it is. To understand why this happens, we must remember that tarot is not merely symbolic art. It is a mirror held up to the psyche. The psyche does not speak in words. It speaks in patterns. When something within you is trying to rise into awareness, it does not simply ask once. It echoes. It repeats itself in dreams, in behaviors, in moods, and in the cards. The repetition is not coincidence. It's insistence. Psychologically, this is the principle of repetition compulsion. The unconscious will continue presenting unresolved material until the conscious mind is willing to engage it. Jung wrote that what we do not make conscious will appear in our lives as fate. A repeating card is the psyche knocking on the door of your awareness over and over. It will not stop because it cannot. Its purpose is to bring what is hidden into light. There is also the simple mechanism of selective attention. Once a particular card has emotionally marked you, your mind becomes primed to notice it. The reticular activating system in your brain begins quietly scanning for it, and the moment it appears, it leaps into significance. This is not delusion. This is how meaning works. When a symbol resonates, it gathers gravity. It bends your attention around it, which in turn increases the likelihood you'll draw it again through subtle unconscious choices. But repetition goes deeper than attention. In the Toltec view, the assemblage point locks perception into familiar grooves. When it begins to loosen, the psyche will cling to certain archetypes, like handholds on a cliff. These are the cards that repeat. They represent the psychic structures you must stabilize or dissolve before you can shift into a new mode of being. The repetition is the psyche holding your focus at the threshold until you are strong enough to cross it. This is why repeated cards often mark initiatory moments. They are the liminal sentinels of your journey. When you ignore them, they become louder. When you acknowledge them, they begin to unfold their meaning. If you try to escape them, they will follow you from deck to deck, reading to reading, like omens with unfinished business. There is a sacred etiquette in how to respond. When a card repeats, do not chase it away or assume you've shuffled wrong. Stop. Breathe. Treat it as a messenger and ask, what part of me am I not listening to? What story is unfinished here? Write about it, meditate on it, place it on your altar, and let it watch you for a while. This invites the unconscious to complete the transmission it has been trying to deliver. Sometimes, when the message is fully received, the card simply vanishes from your readings. It dissolves like a spirit whose task is complete. Other times it returns at new phases of your life, but with a different tone, no longer insistent but companionable, like an old teacher who has stepped back into the crowd. So when a card will not leave you alone, do not see it as a glitch. See it as proof that tarot is alive. Not in the sense of spirits manipulating the deck, but in the sense that your psyche is living and speaking through it. The repetition is not a haunting, it's a conversation. Thank you for visiting the archive. The record is complete.